Well, this time I'm literally bringing you behind the scenes where you wouldn't even be able to go if you had a ticket. This is really exciting. I'm going to be with Tim Bauman here, and you can see these vehicles just entering the track just now. You see? They are heading onto the track for qualifiers. Tim, don't go far because we're going to need to talk to you. I don't know if we can go on the track, right? Because the cars are going to be circling around, and we've got a few more heading on. So, Tim, it is so cool to see these vehicles up close and personal. It is your job to keep them safe.
Yeah. So the AMR IndyCar safety team, we take 16 team members to every race. So we're familiar with the drivers, familiar with the cars. We train, we're all paramedic firefighters. We have 2 doctors and 4 nurses that travel with us as part of the medical component. So obviously Indy cars are capable of doing speeds of over 240 mile an hour. Here in Detroit, because it's a temporary course, they're going to get up over 180 mile an hour in the backstretch between turns 6 and 7. So things do happen in racing where there are accidents. The fact that we have protocols and procedures to take care of the drivers when those accidents occur and do it in a safe way, and we're very familiar with the cars. You know, we all take what we learn from being street firefighters and paramedics and we turn that into what we can do for race cars and do it in a very high profile, high speed environment. So it's a challenge, but as far as a career goes, it's one of the best things in the world as far as a paramedic and firefighter.
The stakes are high, as you mentioned, 180 miles an hour. We've got a number of turns. Is it 7 or 8 turns?
Pardon me?
Yeah, we've got a number of turns on this 2-mile track. And
14 turns here.
How many?
14.
14 turns. And I've also heard that this track, because it is a real road, is bumpier than what a lot of the other roads.
That adds a whole other component. So our IndyCar drivers drive on 3 types of courses: ovals, road courses, natural terrain road courses, and then temporary street circuits. The temporary street circuits do add that profile of it being bumpy. So it really challenges the driver, and our drivers are very diverse in that way. They can race in all those different types of conditions.
So as you were monitoring and watching the race, I would imagine you've got your eyes on certain spots.
So we've tried to position our safety trucks in the high-speed corners. So at the back of like turn 6 to 7, it runs along the river. Turn 7 is a high speed. They're braking, coming off of 180, 185 mile an hour, and they're making almost a 90-degree right-hand turn. So if there's a problem, it'll occur in braking or steering or contact with another vehicle, and that's where they could have a big impact. So we try to put our positions, our resources where those happen, but because we can't really guarantee where they're going to happen, we're all mobile. That's why we are all in 2021 Chevy Silverados that we're able to get us all around the track anywhere we need to be. And if one truck can't handle it, we'll send for 2. And if it's beyond that, we'll send for the 3rd truck. And we have local resources here from Detroit Fire and from the Belle Isle Grand Prix Committee that can help us if we have a large-scale incident.
Wow, but specially trained, because these are, just like the drivers are specially trained, these are vehicles that are not typical vehicles you'd see on the road. So highly specially trained. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit behind the scenes. You guys, we're seeing a few more vehicles head on for preparing for qualifiers, and it's good to know that the drivers and those vehicles have your eagle eye watching over and that you'll rush in to help them if they need.